Another big box office weekend is ahead of us. And although there aren't many new films, there are a few, but they're not exactly big, as you might say. That's next week with Borderlands, and we'll talk about that box office when it's time. The second weekend for Deadpool and Wolverine is looking interesting. Okay, so with a huge record-breaking $205 million in the United States for the first Deadpool and Wolverine weekend, all eyes are on the second weekend. The second weekend is typically more important than any other weekend or singular day after the initial weekend because it sets the pace for the rest of the film's runtime in theaters, how long it might stay there, and how much more the studio puts into the marketing for the following 4 to 5 weeks. And of course, with a number like 205 million, which is right up there with the original Avengers, things are looking good for the second weekend. Everybody is saying Deadpool and Wolverine will be number one, and it makes sense. Twisters is not going to do it. Trap, which is a brand new film, which I'm seeing, actually, as of the recording of this, I saw it last night. I hope it's good. That's definitely not going to do it. Despicable Me 4, I guess they got past the second one on. I didn't even know they made a second one. I'll be real with you. And Inside Out 2 isn't going to do it, but that film continues to demolish all expectations. So Deadpool and Wolverine across the board is coming in with about a 50 to 60% drop, depending on where you look at it. Most people are saying low end 80 million, high end 100 million. And the medium, obviously, is, most people say, probably 90 million. Now, if they do, let's say 80 million, that is still stellar, because that would be way over what they thought they were going to get had it opened up with its original numbers of 160 to 180. If they do 90, golden. If they do 100 or over 100 million, this thing blows away all expectations again on its second weekend. And that changes the course of the billion-dollar conversation. And then, on top of this, we got to look at the worldwide, which there is no predictions because each individual country doesn't do it. So we have to wait for the international box office to pop up when the weekend numbers are calculated. And that's what we're going to be talking about come Saturday night, Sunday, and then definitely Monday and Tuesday. So right now, I'm going to say 90 million is probably a safe bet. On the off chance it takes a bigger, more steep drop, let's say it does under 80, and we get into the 65 to 70% drop range, that spells disaster for them at Sacrifice, if you know what I'm saying. So again, we'll be back with the official numbers and the outlook probably during the middle of the weekend, but things are looking pretty solid, all things considered. And I don't see this taking like a 70% drop. There's just no way.